Hi, I'm Allison Moore, the principal at Cox Mill Elementary School, and I was asked what the Impact Through Education Awards mean. And so for us at Cox Mill, the Impact Through Education Awards are an important award because they're a time to highlight members of our certified staff as well as our classified staff, and then to find two students to award as well for the wonderful things that they do throughout the day. So we give the awards every 2 years, and so it's always nice. We have our staff and students to vote on the people who receive those awards, and so it's nice to be able to find the people who are found by their colleagues and by their peers of the ones who exemplify the things that we try to strive for at our school. And so that's the thing that the awards mean to me.
The students and staff of Cox Mill Elementary are truly inspiring.
If you see somebody down and they're having a bad day, just kind of like pick them up and say, you're going to have a good day.
We want to spread positivity in the world because of all the negativity that's happening.
I was really honored, especially since it was voted on by our peers in the school. I didn't even know who nominated me, but it felt great.
I was very shocked. There were quite a few excellent people that were also nominated, and to be voted on by our peers, our colleagues, it was a huge honor.
Sam asked for donations for his birthday, allowing him to raise $500 in donations for the Bucks for Brook Foundation.
Well, when I first saw the letter from Cabarrus County Schools, I was kind of a little scared because you never know what's going to come from Cabarrus County. And then my mom kept reading, and I noticed that I'd won, and I was very accomplished, even though I didn't know it was coming. I just felt accomplished that I could achieve something like this.
Sarah, a member of the leadership team at Cox Mill Elementary, plans and promotes school-wide activities to impact the school community and the world.
I didn't know for a while. I heard people saying congrats to me and I didn't know what I did. My mom didn't tell me until Friday. And I was really just like, how, of all the people that I know, how did I get this award? And I was very accomplished because of the teachers and the staff vote, and I just felt very accomplished for that.
Mrs. Lewinston, a teacher at Cox Mill, spearheaded a fundraising campaign for a family in need of a handicap-accessible van for their multiple children with disabilities.
I'd like to continue teaching. I'm really passionate about kids with special needs and advocating for them and educating the community about all the different things they can do and really recognizing their abilities versus seeing them as someone with limitations. So I feel like I'd really like to continue advocating kind of at this grassroots level with kids that are this age, because as they grow up, they begin to understand that kids with disabilities aren't all that different. And by the time they grow up and become young adults and even adults, they have a different view on the world of what people with disabilities are able to do.
Don't treat people different because sometimes you don't know what's going on in their life. Some people are going through something really hard and if you treat them differently and start bullying them, then they will feel bad about themselves.
Well, I lost my brother in 2015 to pediatric cancer, and I thought that in my future I would like to find a cure for pediatric cancer.
I would like to achieve just continuing to be a kind, positive person. I raised 3 boys, so I would like to see them successful, and just the students in our school, just to see them succeed.
What could you do to positively impact your community?
I want to help people who may be different. I kind of want to, if they don't have a disability, or if they're just having some trouble in school, I kind of want to help people with that.
Just stay positive. I think and lead by example. So if you're able to present yourself well, speak to different people, make eye contact, really make sure that when you're an active listener, I think we can talk and talk and talk, but if we're not able to really actively listen and speak to people directly and look them in the eye and let them know we really care about them, that will also let them know, you're making an impact on their life, and they'll maybe turn around and make an impact on somebody else's life. So it's about give and take, and it's about leading by example and being a good role model. I think it's important, like, to teach kids how to say hello in the hallway, even if it's a kid I don't know. A lot of times they'll go by and not say anything, and I'll just make sure they learn, you need to say hello if someone speaks to you. So hopefully by example and just by my actions that I can make an impact that way.
Mrs. Castro teaches technology to more than 1,000 students at Cox Mill Elementary School. She has been the sole creator of the school's yearbook for the last 5 years.
As Sarah Beth had said, you just never know what someone else is going through. Be kind to each and every person that you meet each and every day, and just to listen to them. It just takes a few seconds out of your day to make a difference in someone else's life.
These individuals go out of their way daily to make others happy.
But also very honored. I've been at Northwest Middle School for a very long time, and so it was nice to be recognized for the time and effort that I put into a school day. So I was appreciative.
Well, I like working with children. I also like working with older people because I do visit the nursing home and the hospital for family and or people that I don't even know. So I like talking with them and giving them someone that they can see when they can't see someone else, because sometimes they don't have family, so they don't have people that actually come and visit them in the nursing home. So I like going over there and just uplifting their day so that they can just know that there's somebody that might be coming by, and they don't know when, but someone's gonna come by. Sometimes I might take them something or whatever. So my achievement is just continuing to have an impact on people with smiles and just kind words and the things that I do for them, just so that they'll know that there's somebody out there that is thinking about them.
It felt pretty good, to be honest. When they first told me that I was getting the award, I had no idea what it was. And so I was kind of just in the dark for a while until I asked Miss Blessington, and she was like, oh, it's for spreading positivity and things like that. So I was pretty proud once I figured out what it was for, and then I got it.
I was just kind of surprised. I didn't really know what the Impact Award was until the day they said I had it. I got it.
Braden is an exceptional leader in and out of the classroom. He consistently delivers good behavior with compassion and kindness.
I guess it would just be be nice to people, be kind to people, help people out if they need help.
Miss RC, as she is known, is the front office secretary at Northwest Cabarrus. Her colleagues view her as a kind-hearted individual, the backbone of the school. She's willing to help on every occasion.
It is hard sometimes to keep a positive attitude, but it is something that you do have to do. You always have to say positive things all the time. Even if there's something negative, you have to think of something positive to say to keep you uplifted and to hopefully uplift others, because if every time something goes wrong, you always talk about negative things, you sometimes can't get over that hump. So you want to always try to think of something that can, even if it's just thinking of something from last week or anything that's going to make you smile or laugh, or just try not to always continue to put negative words in your mouth every single time you open your mouth. It's hard, but it's just something you have to practice. If you practice it, then you can get past it. Somebody give you a compliment, oh, this whole thing? Just, oh, thank you. Just go ahead instead of just making it something different than what it should be. It should always be uplifting as much as possible. It's hard, but you can do it.
Mrs. Oman serves as the 8th grade level chair. She does a wonderful job organizing and facilitating grade level events. She is always on top of everything, and her students look up to her.
I feel like sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone and reach out to others, even though it may not feel comfortable to you, because you can make a big difference for them. Also, I tend to be a person that always looks at the bright side of things. Sometimes I think I drive my teammates crazy because I'm the glass half full person, and they complain about something. I'm like, but what about this side of it? And so I think that that's real important for people to carry through in life, to look at the the positive side of things instead of always focusing on the negative, and be willing to get out of your comfort zone. Because once you try something that was uncomfortable, you may have made a big difference in somebody's life, and then you can do it again.
Just spreading positivity, because you never know what somebody else is going through, and like any bit of positivity, a smile or a compliment or something like that, anything can help somebody's day or get them through whatever it is that they're going through.
The goals of the students and staff of Northwest Cabarrus Middle reach for the stars.
I want to go to college, become like a doctor, like a cardiologist or like an orthopedic surgeon or something like that.
Mikaela greets everyone with a heartwarming smile as she is an amazing leader all around. She's an anchor on Titan Connect and currently a cheerleader and member of the track team.
So I want to go to college. I'm looking at Winston-Salem University right now, and I want to double major in physical therapy and nursing. And yeah, I don't really have my eyes set on what I really want to do yet, but I know I definitely want to go into one of those two fields as an adult.
Well, in a year and a half, I get to retire. So the first thing is achieving retirement, because I've been teaching for 34 years. But after that, I've got a lot of interests. I'm very much interested in running my own business, but I also would like to volunteer in elementary schools and teach young children how to read, because as an 8th grade teacher, I think it's so sad the number of kids that we have that just cannot read well, and they just need someone to sit down and take time to read with them. And I get enjoyment out of that, so I'd like to do that too.
That's awesome.